Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Code with Poonam. This is day 7 of 100 days of coding challenge in JavaScript. Yesterday we worked upon summing up all the odd numbers in a range, and today we are going to tackle another fun challenge. So let's proceed with the question. If you see here, write a JavaScript function that takes a number and prints its multiplication table from 1 to 10 or 1 to 12, right? So we have to solve this particular challenge today. So let's move to our VS Code and let's begin with this question. Now, if you see here, this question is already mentioned here, right? So now let's break down this question. Okay, so what it is written? Write a JavaScript function. So we will take this and we will put it over here, correct? And now what is the next thing they have said? Take a number and print its multiplication table. So we have to take any number and we can print its multiplication table, correct? Now what is the next thing they have said? From 1 to 10 or 1 to 12, right? So come here, and now since this particular function is related to generation of a multiplication table, so let us write here a function name as a generate table itself. Okay, so let us come here and we will write here generate table. Okay, now what we will do it here now, let's go to the next line. What is written? Number, take a number and prints its multiplication table, correct? Now what is a table? What is a multiplication table? Let us assume 2 we are taking. Okay, then how we are going to write the table of this particular number? It will be 2 times of 1 is 2, then 2 times of 2 is 4, and then so on, and it can go till 10 because they've said 1 to 10, right? So what we will do? 2 times 10 is equal to 20, and either it can be what? 2 times 12, right, is equal to 2 times 12 is equal to 24, correct? So this is what we have here, correct? Now what is the next thing? So this is what is a table. Now in this, what do we see here? We see here 2 is stagnant everywhere, right? 2 is not changing anywhere. That is what is a number, correct? The number 2 for which we are going to create or generate a table. Now what is changing then? It is changing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this, right? And it is still going till 10. So it is again a range, correct? So for that purpose, we are going to take again a for loop, right? And in this for loop, what we will write? Where it will start and where it will end this for loop? It will start at what? I will start at 1 for sure, correct? Then where it will end? It will end to this particular range, right? Either it will be at less than or is equal to 10, or either it will be what? I is less than or is equal to 12, correct? It will start and end at this point. Now let's write the function here. So function generate table, and since we have written this function, let us invoke it. Okay, and now for whatever the number we are going to generate a table, let us pass it from here. Since we have assumed 2, let us assume it 2 over here. Okay, so I'm passing over here as an argument. Let us receive it over here. So I will write here what? Number, correct? And then let us write here console.log number, and let us just test it whether this function is working fine for us or not. So let us come here, and what we will do, we will write here node, and we will write our file name, that is day 7. And if you see, I get here 2. That means this function is successfully executed, correct? Now after this, what we will do here is, now we have to take a for loop, right? So inside this, we will take a for loop. So for a time being, let us comment out this, and what we will write here, we will take a for loop and we will write here let I is equal to 1, correct? It will start at 1, and then I is less than or is equal to 10. So it will end at 10, right? And then we will increment this by 1 again and again. So that is why I plus plus. Now I will just write here console.log I, and let us test our for loop is also working fine or not. So let us come here and let us write here node, and we will write 07. And if you see, I am able to get from 1 to 10. That means my loop is also working fine. Okay, now what is the next thing we will do? Now if you see, I get 1 to 10. Now what is this? In this line number 7, which we have written the table, what is there? The number is repeated, right? Which number? The 2 number is getting again and again repeated everywhere. So how, what we will do here is, we will write here number, and then we will write here times of I, correct? And now let us test it once again. If you see here, you get here 2, 4, 6, 8 till 20. That means we are successfully able to execute it, right? Now suppose one more time you invoke this function and pass another number. Let us see, because it takes a number and it will print that number multiplication table, right? So that means here, if I pass here generate table of 5, and if I see here, then what we will get here, let us see. I get 2 times table as well, and we are getting 5 time table also, right? So we are able to execute this very correctly, right? Now what we will do, let us improvise this line as well, okay? So what we will do here, how we will improvise it now, what we will have to write it here now. Let us take a template literals, okay? And in this, let us write here what we have to find out. Like this, we will try to mention it over here, okay? So then what is this? This is dollar, flower braces and number, and then I will put here what? Space, and then cross I will put, that is our X. Okay, this I will put it. Now then what I will write here? I, correct? And then what we will come here, we'll put is equal to, and just let us run it and see what do we get it, okay? So we have written number times of I, and then number in multiplied by I, correct? Now let us just clear the console, okay? And let us run it one more time, okay? And I will comment this out for a time being, and we will uncomment this later on, okay? Now if you see here, what do we get? We get it successfully, this particular same, right? 2 times 1, 2, 2 times 2 is 4, and then so on, we are getting it till 20, okay? Now if you see here, if we wanted this 12, then what we would have to do, we will have to change this loop, right? We will have to change the end point here. So what we will put, I will just put here 12, and if you run this particular code now once again, you will get till 12. So that means at any point of time, if you change the end point, you will get the table till that particular number, correct? Now what we can do it, I will just comment this out, okay? I'll just take here and I will just comment this out. For example, if you want to run this 12, use this particular line, or if you want to run this till 10, you can use this particular line. Whatever is convenient for you, you can use it, okay? And let us run it once again. Now you see I got this till 10, okay? Now one more improvisation, let us do it. If I just uncomment this out, okay, what do I get? Let us see here, okay? Let me just once again clear the terminal, and if you see here, if I run this particular code again, you get here 2, right? And then the 2 times table, correct? So what I can do here is, here also I will add a template literals, and I will write here table of, that's it. I will write here what? Table of, okay? And then whatever the number is, we are already getting it, right? Then let us come here and let us rerun it here. You see table of 2, and we have here table of 2, right? And now if you invoke this function with this 5 again, and let me clear the terminal, now you will get a separation here itself again. Now what do you get? Table of 2, which is still here, and then you get a table of 5. So which is still here running. So if you want to run till 12, you can use this. If you want to end this loop at 10, you can use this. So anyone is fine, okay? Now if I have to just do a recap of this, what we will say here is that we have written a function, that is a generate table, which is taking a number. It can take any number and it will generate the multiplication table of that number, correct? So then what we have taken inside this, just for printing that number, what is the table, we have used this and we are writing it over here. Then what we have taken a for loop which is ending till 10, and we are going to print it in a manner the way we write a table, correct? I have just commented it out, line number 14. You can uncomment any one of the line and run it. If you want to run it till 10, you use this. If you want to run it till 12, you use this, okay? And then what we have written here, we have invoked this function, right? Generate table, and this is able to pass this number here, and then this function is getting executed, right? And the console.log is printed here, that is 5 times of, if the number is 5, then 5 times of 1 is equal to 5 times into 1, correct? So this is what we are getting it, correct? So this is what we are able to get it here. So 5 times of 1, 5 times of 2, and so on, 2 times of 1, 2 times till 10. So this is what I have for today. Okay, so I hope you like this video, you enjoyed this video. So today what we have done, we have practiced loop along with the arithmetic operators in JavaScript. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Stay tuned for day 8 as well, where we will come up with another exciting problem. So see you tomorrow, guys. Happy coding, keep learning. Take care. Bye bye, guys. Take care. See you all tomorrow.